Steve. Hope you're doing amazing today. That was Dust in the Wind by Kansas, one of those classic intros from the 1970s that everybody knows. And I'm going to show you how to play that and four other really famous ones. Fire and Rain by James Taylor, Heart of Gold by Neil Young. I've got Maggie May by Rod Stewart and Vincent by Don McLean. You know, Starry, Starry Night. So they're all really fun. A couple of them are a little bit harder than others, but I'm going to show you basically the beginner / easy version the best I can. So hit like, hit subscribe, and let's go. All right, the first one we're going to start off. I grabbed my pick this time. Let's do Heart of Gold by Neil Young. This one's really easy. It's E minor. You hit the low notes of the E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 downstrokes on the rest of the E minor on the high notes right there. And then you go to a D major, and I leave the open E string right there, the high E string, and back to E minor. One strum, then you hit the open A string, that, hammer it onto the second fret of the A string, open D, and hammer it on or hit it on the second fret of that D string, and you're back in the E minor. So that second time around, I gave it a little pop on the harmonics on the 12th fret. Lay your finger down on the fret right there and just strum, you know, those high 4 strings right there of that E minor, and then you're ready to go once again. So back to D major to E minor. So that's the beginning one. Then it goes C, D major, G major, that's the beginning of that song right there. Let's go to Maggie May by Rod Stewart. This one's really cool. It's in D major. You also don't need a capo, and it goes. Really cool. It's a little tricky there on those notes, but I'll show you. It's in D major. You know, give it a couple strums right there. Then you go to an E minor. But you leave this finger on the B string right there, the B string on the 3rd fret. So it's an E minor, whether you play with 2 fingers and your pinky or one finger like I do. And if you get a little closer to the bridge, it sort of sounds a little bit more like the collection of guitars and mandolins and all that. So in a G major, and real quickly, transition and get your first finger on that 3rd fret of the E string of the G major chord, like that. So 3rd fret of that high E string, 5th fret, 7th fret, and now what you probably want to do is slide that pinky down from the 7th back down to the 5th, and that allows you to play a D major with that 5th fret on the E string right there. So it's a regular D major, but because you want to use your pinky, first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, this finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and then pinky right there. So that's a better way to do it than I did when I showed you my quick intro, like that. So the D major with that one right there. Then you go G, D, A, wake up Maggie, G. I got something to, D major, I got something to say to you like that. And by the way, if you want to learn that, isn't that cool? 3rd fret of the D, 3rd fret of the B string, 5th fret, or you can hit the open E string, 2nd fret of the E string, 3rd, 5th, and get that kind of picking going, you know, where you sort of turn your pick sideways, just barely hitting the string like that, many times as you can. Back down to the 3rd, 2nd, open, right here, and now 3rd fret, 2nd, open, all that E string, and then 3rd fret of the B string. So very cool right there. And if you bring it up a full octave up here to the 15th fret, it simulates that mandolin. 15th, 17th, right there on the B string. 14th, 15th, 17th of the E string, and sort of, walk it back down. Do the same thing you did here, 1 octave up for Maggie May. Next up, Vincent by McLean. I'll put the pick down again, so it goes like this. Now that's technically the intro. I'll show you a little bit more than that, but it goes like this. Open D string, hammered onto the 2nd fret, open G, and hammered onto the 2nd fret of the G string, and now you hit the B string, the open B, and the low note of the G major chord right here. So you're in a G major chord on the 3rd fret of the E string. So, and then you sort of walk it down to the G and D strings open. So all together, very cool like that. Then you basically play a C major. Take a C major chord and remove this finger and go like that. Look at this. I only picked 1 time or plucked 1 time. I'm playing the 2nd fret of the D string and the 1st fret of the B string like that. So slide it up 2 frets, back down 2 frets, and sort of pull it off to the open G chord right there. So pretty cool. And then like that. So G major, like G major, and I'm hitting really the G string right there. It's a little out of tune, G string, and the low part of the G major chord. And then you go. So I'll show you that really quickly, even though it's a little bit more complicated. Actually, I'll show you the simple version. So after going, simple way is just play an A minor and sort of, you're picking around like this. C major, D major, G. Like that. But again, if you want to go, so you're going open B, 2nd fret of the G, open G string, 2nd fret of the D string, and now you hit basically the A, open A string, and the 2nd fret of the G string of an A minor chord, open B, and 2nd fret of the D string right there. And then do it again, go to the B, 2nd fret of the G string, open G string, 2nd fret of the D string, and then now you want to play that 2nd fret of the G string again, but this time with the 3rd fret on the A string, because you're basically playing a C major with that note, open B, and now a C major, like that. That's on the 2nd fret of the D string. And now what's cool is if you slide these 2 fingers up, you're in a C major shape, go up 2 frets, like this. Isn't that cool right there? So you get your 5th fret on the A string, and then you hit that, and then the open G, 4th fret of the D string, slide it down 2 frets, open, hammer it back onto the 2nd, back up to the 4th. So, isn't that cool? Or you can pick them back to the open G string, 2nd fret of the G string, and then a G major where you're emphasizing that open B string. So 1 time all together, ready? Sorry. Now I think I know A minor, D, what you tried to say to me right there. Really beautiful. All right, for our second to last, let's do Fire and Rain by James Taylor. We'll put our capo on the 3rd fret, strum an A chord. It goes like this. Really beautiful, so cool. This one's a little bit more complicated, but let me give you the chords first. It goes A major, E minor, D major, A, this time to E major, to G major, like that. And if you take that high note off, or actually put it on the 5th fret, show you that in a second. But the beginning classic intro goes like this. So put your, let's see, this finger on the 7th fret of the G string and slide it up to the 9th fret. But as you hit it, you hit the open A string. So try that. 7th to the 9th of the G string with that open A string. And now hit the 8th fret of the E and the B strings. You're really in an A major kind of chord. It's like an F major shape, except you're way up here in the 8th fret, like that. So that's the 6th, sorry, the 8th of the E and the B strings, and the 9th of the G string right there. So now you slide it down 2 frets, this G string from the 9th to the 7th, but then you hit the open E this time. Very cool, isn't that nice? So 9th to the 7th of the G as you hit the open E. And now you do the same thing, 6 of the E and the B strings, back to the 7th of the G string. All together so far? Isn't that cool? Very cool. Now that D major, you hit the open D string, and you really only need, right now, this finger on the 6th fret of the B string, and you hammer on the open E string right there onto the 5th fret. So you really go. You end up right there on the 6th fret of the B string, and now the open A note and the open B string and the open E string, and hammer on to that 5th fret of the B string. And then go like this. Very cool. Now, I'm sort of in an A major. If you want to try playing the whole A major, you can, but the simplest way to do it is that open A, 6th fret of the B string, and all the while you're hitting this open E string, 5th fret of the B string, open B and E strings, and now put any finger on the 5th fret of the G string, and then one more time with the open A and hammer it on to the B and the E strings. The hammer on happens from the 5th fret of the B string right there. So all together. So now you're in a regular A major chord, and you go to an E major. Just sort of pick around the E major like that, and now you play a G major. But the key here is, instead of putting this finger on that high E string on the 6th fret, it's on the 6th fret of the B string. And that means you're ready to bring this finger and put on the 5th fret. This is one I mentioned a minute ago. 5th fret of the high E string. Isn't that cool? 5th fret of the high E string, and you got this on the 6th fret of the B string, and then the open G. Like that, like that. And then A, just yesterday morning, E major. You know, pretty cool. So all together. All right, and for the last one here, it's that one I did at the beginning, Dust in the Wind by Kansas. lot of fun. Now what's really cool about this finger, it just keeps cycling over and over again on the B string right there. So a C major, play a C major chord and go like this. Don't do anything else except a straight up C major. You hit the 3rd fret, you know, right there of that A string and the 1st fret of the B string and go open G, 2nd fret of the D string, and back to that 1st fret of the B string. So C major, try that over and over again, because that's what you're gonna need this whole time. Ready? So C major, right there, open B string this time. Hear that? So I'm going. So after I hit that open B, I went to that open G, and now you put your pinky on the 3rd fret. Very cool. So it's exactly the same thing we did, but this time the pinky's on the 3rd fret. And back to a C major. Now you got an A minor, except you remove that 1st finger on the B string. Now add the pinky on the 3rd fret of the B string. Regular A minor. Remove that 1st finger again from the B string. Very cool. Now you go to a C major with the 3rd fret of the B string right there. Back to regular C major, 1st finger off, back to that 3rd fret, right there, 3rd fret of the B string right there. You can see it, that note is just cycling down and up and back down and back up. Then one more time on the A minor with no 1st fret, 3rd fret, like that. And when it goes into the A minor, it goes A minor and walks its way up to C major right there. So very cool. So A minor, put that on the 2nd fret of the A string, and that on the 3rd fret of the B string, and C major. Don't hang on. It walks it right back down to that same thing. 2nd fret, 3rd fret of the B string, you know, 2nd fret of the A, 3rd fret of the B, A minor. And I'll give you a little bonus. G major, F major, A minor. Does that again. F major, A minor. Ready? D major. But if you put your thumb on the 2nd fret, dust, G major in the wind. And again, D major. All we are is dust in the wind, G major, A minor. Right there. And that's it, Dust in the Wind. Very complicated in one way, but again, very repetitive in another. Once you get the finger picking pattern, you'll nail it. Let me know what you think about all 5 of these. Hit like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you around for some more lessons. See you.